Electric eel is one of the most dangerous fish species in the world. These fish can generate electricity. So today, we are going to tell you some of the most amazing facts about electric eels. The electric eel is not an eel at all, it's a fish. Their long, slender bodies give them the appearance of an eel, but their ability to deliver a high-voltage jolt of electricity is uniquely their own. The three species of electric eels each occupy unique regions within South America. They are all top predators, with little to fear in their habitats. Electric eels can grow to more than 8 feet in length and can weigh nearly 45 pounds. 1. Electric eels aren't eels. Despite its misleading common name, the electric eel is a South American species of knifefish and is closely related to catfish. It's so unique that it has its own genus, Electrophorus. For centuries, scientists believed there was only one species of electric eel, but in 2019 researchers using DNA analysis discovered that there are actually 3 distinct species: Electrophorus volti, Electrophorus vari, and Electrophorus electricus. Each species inhabits a different region. The electricus is found in the Guiana Shield, the volti is in the Brazilian Shield, and the vari inhabits the lowland Amazon basin. They are all similar in appearance, except that the volti has a more egg-shaped head than the other two. Though they aren't eels, they have an elongated, cylindrical, snake-like appearance, just like true eels. Unlike eels, electric eels are freshwater fish that spend most of their time at the bottom of muddy rivers and streams. 2. They deliver quite a shock. Electric eels come by their name for good reason. Depending on the species, they can release an electric shock of up to 860 volts. This defense mechanism is created by 3 organs found in all 3 electric eel species: the main organ, the hunter's organ, and the sacs organ. The strongest electrical discharges are caused by the main and hunter's organs working in unison, while the sacs organ produces lower voltage electrical charges. Scientists discovered that the strongest high voltage charges, up to 860 volts, come from the Electrophorus volti species, while the Electrophorus electricus and Electrophorus vari produce high voltage charges of up to 480 volts and 572 volts, respectively. 3. Eels' electricity helps them to see. The nocturnal eels live in the dark, murky waters of South American rivers and have poor eyesight. Their electrical abilities help compensate for the environment. Many South American electric fishes, including eels, broadcast an electric discharge into the water around them. They are then able to detect the disturbances in the electric field caused by fish or other objects in the water, enabling them to navigate or hunt without reliance on eyesight. Many species may also use their electrical discharges to communicate with potential mates or rivals. 4. They lay eggs in nests of saliva. During the dry season, female electric eels lay their eggs in a foam nest made of saliva. Males are responsible for building the nest of spit and guarding the eggs until they hatch during the rainy season. An average of 1,200 baby eels will hatch from the well-guarded nest. Electric eels are believed to be fractional spawners that lay 3 batches of eggs during each spawning cycle. 5. They are mouth breathers. While they have small gills on the sides of their head, electric eels get most of their oxygen at the water's surface. Electric eels obtain around 80% of their oxygen by gulping air with their mouths. It is an adaptation for the muddy, poorly oxygenated waters in which they live. Since electric eels are obligatory air breathers, they must come up for air to survive. 6. They use their electric charge like radar. Because they have poor eyesight and live in a muddy environment, electric eels have been adapted to use their electric power for another purpose. It helps to find the fast-moving prey. A study of the electrical pulses discharged by electric eels revealed that there are 3 distinctive types. The eels utilize a low-voltage pulse for electrocution, short, high-voltage pulses for hunting, and the highest frequency and intensity pulses when they are in attack mode. After delivering a shock to their prey, the eels will follow the electric field like a radar, zeroing in on their incapacitated prey without using sight or touch. 7. They curl up to concentrate their shocking powers. Electric eels use a clever strategy to handle large or challenging prey. They curl around it, holding the prey near their tails, which are essentially 2 electric poles. At a minimum, this strategy doubles the electricity and thus the amount of shock the prey receives. This behavior is particularly effective because it allows the eels the chance to immobilize and reposition prey so that it can be easily consumed. 8. They are mostly comprised of electric organs. While electric eels can reach a body length of up to 8 feet, only 20% of that length contains their vital organs. The eel's entire posterior, 80% of its body, is electric organs. Even their skin is covered by tuberous and ampullary electroreceptor cells. All of their internal organs are squeezed into the small space near their head. So they have 3 different organs. They are the sacs organ, the main organ, and the hunter's organ. Each capable of creating a sudden change in electric potential, creating a current. It's rare to find documented cases that report human deaths from an eel's shock, but it can happen. An adult eel can produce a lethal 600 volts of electrical energy, which is enough to kill you or, if you live, leave you incapacitated for years. 9. They can leap out of the water. Not only are electric eels capable of delivering a high-voltage shock, but they are also known to leap out of the water to attack predators. Vanderbilt University biologist Ken Catania inadvertently made the discovery while handling electric eels in a tank using a net with a metal rod. He observed that when the metal rod approached, the eels lunged up from the water to attack it with electric shocks. Because the rod conducts electricity, the eels saw it as a large animal. When non-conductors were used, the eels ignored the target and did not attack. In the same study, the eels bent their necks to keep in contact with the target, ensuring whatever predator they're defending against feels their full wrath. While the electric eel is a top predator that has little to fear in the wild, this strategy is especially beneficial during the dry season when the eels may be stuck in small ponds and particularly vulnerable. 10. Eels really don't want to be disturbed. Not taking chances with predators, a strong shock can be elicited not only by prey but by merely disturbing the water near the eel. If the eel is detected by a predator, the eel uses its high-voltage discharge as a deterrent. If that doesn't work, the eel, which actually breathes air, can escape by fleeing into surface areas choked with vegetation and with very low dissolved oxygen. These remarkable fish will frequently be found in shallow or near surface waters. Please use care when wading South American rivers. For more interesting facts, stay with us, subscribe and turn on the notification by simply tapping the bell icon and selecting all. See you soon with a new video.